It's time for more Diablo 2. Yay. Been a bit, for good reason. One of those reasons that I needed to recover. Gotten feedback. Some of it's on your screen right now, before I pull up the game. Suggestions to swap to a backup weapon. Suggestions to respec my character into using poison javelin skills. Suggestions to ditch the Javazon altogether and go with the Boazon. Backup weapon. Perfectly reasonable. I haven't found a suitable one. Considered it. Would want it to be a one-handed weapon, though, because I want to keep the shield. Limits the options. Means that the only thing that really synergizes with as far as attacks go is critical strike. Not impossible, but limited skill synergy. If it were a spear, it'd have to be two-handed, and, well, then I'd lose the shield, and I want to keep that. So, it's no-go for me. If something glorious pops up, though, over the course of gameplay, future gameplay, maybe we'll reconsider that. Gotten suggestions from... I'm sure we've had this moment together, my dude. Snick. Snick. Aha, there we go. And Bormak, among others, to consider the poison and plague javelin skills. I'm kind of in the javelin branch anyway. Putting those points for synergy in Charge Strike and Lightning Fury isn't dealing much more damage. So, hey, how about spreading out into that as an option to use against lightning immunes? Pretty reasonable. I gave it some thought. Tapering off towards, like, the end of Act 3 Hell. I'd like to kill non-lightning immunes quicker. That includes bosses. But is the extra, 10% damage per level, or 1% damage per level, depending on the skill being used, like, really that significant compared to not getting myself pinned against a wall by lightning immunes and either having to die or save an exit? Don't have a good answer. As of now, I'm not respecking, but I'm choosing to see Act 3 as an anomaly. There were more lightning immunes than I anticipated, and they were in rougher positions. The council members being lightning immune, as well as those maulers, mashers down there in the Durns of Hate. But if more of that inconveniently shows up over the course of Act 4, I have in mind, like, the idea of respecking, and it wouldn't be that much trouble for me. Let's talk about Nikki's foolhardy suggestion. Nikki, also convinced that there's only a small chance for me to read comments. Never mind the extensive comment discussion we've had throughout this series. That it's time to ditch javelins altogether and embrace bows. Really foolhardy. Using a bow would make my character more frail than using a javelin and shield. One, because I lose the shield. My gear, such as it is not... I have not gathered and saved with the idea in mind for using a bow. Now, that chance to block is chopped into 1/3 if I'm running around, but sometimes I do stand still. Like, whenever I'm jabbing a boss. Or not jabbing, but, I'm attacking a boss. As you do. It would also be a completely different playstyle to switch from the javelin to a bow, which is giving me sufficient credit to be able to change to that playstyle without making mistakes that would cost my character her life. And this is hardcore, where I've only got one life. Unless I followed Nikki's suggestion from numerous videos ago, where if I just made backup saves, then everything would be honky-dory, in which case, what the fuck? No, this is a foolhardy suggestion, switching from javelins to bows. It really goes against the core of what this series has been, and the entire playstyle of the character up to this point. I think it would be... I do not think it is a good idea. And then Ariorium? said, I'm willing to be chastised regarding my conviction, which isn't that strong of a conviction. Now, the layout of the previous difficulty doesn't change when you advance it, but I might be wrong. You are. Because while we've been away, I spent some time visiting the Countess and having some tea with her. I then went into the pits, Act 1, Literature in the Tomo Highlands. I showed those off. I also went into the ancient tunnels of Act 2, which I have not shown off. Those are, you get access to those in the Lost City. I went looking for items to socket. Something that would be interesting enough to replace my my Merc's Magic Find armor, or something that could be a backup, or maybe a better, like, weapon for him. The only thing I found that came close was like a 4-socket Stygian Pike, which is like the elite version of that weapon, but it wasn't meaningful enough for me to switch off of the honor I currently have the Zod equipped with. So, in the process of all of that, I did get the runes to make something that would be of use, but I didn't get the shield to do it. Putzing around in the pits in the ancient tunnels didn't do me any good. I thought about, like, nightmare cows. And I said, fuck it. I went to normal difficulty and I bought a 3-socket shield from Luke Galang. This does mean that the map seeds have cycled, which you'll see shortly. After that, I went back to Hell and, well, I gave Hell Mephisto a few more cracks. And then I stopped after a few runs. Let's show you why. Level 80. We've got, excuse me, we got 10 more stat points, 878 life. We also have 2 more skill points, which, until I respec, I'm going to put into synergizing my lightning stuff.
Hello.
And there's also an item I've identified in my inventory, which I have not identified up until this point. It's not something I expected to get. It's not something I was looking for, especially whenever I was doing those Nightmare Mephisto runs. It was something else that I talked about at the time. That item, not these boots, by the looks of things. These boots, I'm going to sell them because I've been running low on gold. Also, not Hexfire, but I wanted to show that off. +3 to fire skills, 8. Doesn't increase your caster speed, but whatever. We'll sell them.
Greetings.
Greetings. We need the gold. It's not our new shield, though it is a new shield. I use 2 comb runes and a mal rune. Gives me faster hit recovery, faster blocking rate, increased chance of blocking, though the blocking chance has gone down over the last shield I was using. All resistances, though, plus 62. Yeah, heading into Act 4 Hell, against that Lightning Inferno hose, I've got 75 fire resist and lightning resist, 71 poison. The cold resist is only 63, as I'm wearing that gemmed ancient armor instead of peace. Yeah, I've been wearing this against Hell Mephisto. We, of course, also have Ortal Rashaw's Horadric Crest, the Shadow Collar, Raven Frost, Wraith Loop, these Bloodhand gauntlets, and the String of Ears, which have lost 5 durability points. For comparison, I have saved Alira's Bitter Rock. You can see that I had a faster block rate with this. But the resists are definitely much stronger overall on this shield. And then we have this Carrion Wind. Thanks, Hell Mephisto, for dropping this wonderful ring. Oh boy. It's got some lifesteal on it, so that's nice, but... a piece of trash. I'm gonna sell this Bitter Rock as well, instead of keeping Rhyme. I mean, I'm gonna keep Rhyme. Yes, I am teasing those javelins in there. That includes teasing myself, as I don't know exactly what they've ended up with. Thunderstroke, Matriarchal Javelin. A very fast attack speed, a 20% chance to cast level 4 Light Teen on striking. Woo. +3 to javelin and spear skills that can range from 2 to 4. 15% increased attack speed, 164% enhanced damage, that can go as high as 200%, I think. Adds 1 to 511 lightning damage, minus 15% to enemy lightning resist, and +3 to lightning bolt. I didn't think I'd see a piece of gear in this run that subtracted from enemy lightning resist. Ta-da! Now, against lightning immunes, I've talked about this before in the series. If you have something like lower resist or something that like lowers like an enemy resist, it doesn't work with 100% effectiveness. I believe the effectiveness is reduced to 1/5, you know, for the purposes of like chopping their resist down beneath 100%. So, like the enemies in question would have to have 100% lightning resist or 101 or 102. Yeah. But I mean, if they were just right there at the line, I could knock them beneath that line and deal lightning damage to them. And if they're not at the line, well, even better for damage purposes. Not bad. Not bad. We're going to be using it for sure. It's a nice upgrade. Obviously, we lose out on one of the pluses to javelin and spear skills, but that's okay. It's okay. Because look at that base damage increase. Now, of course, a lot of that is lightning damage. Let's not be hasty here. But not all of it. Bitter wood here will replace the dire goad as my backup javelin stack. We'll sell these, although they replenish in quantity. Now, one of the reasons why my skills are low is because I'm not wearing my piece. There we go. It's a good shift overall. It, maybe we'll get fortunate and find a Thunderstroke that provides +4 to javelin and spear skills, but oh well, it happened. And that minus 15% to lightning, enemy lightning resist, is going to do wonders for us, I think.
I'll put that to good use.
No, I want to keep wearing this because I'm crazy. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I want to bring along. We're good. There's one other thing I want to show off, though. And it's doing a Mephisto run. Also, let's go ahead and spend these into Power Strike. A little bit of extra synergy damage. Hold on to your butts, everyone. We're in level 3. How convenient is that? It's like Grimith re-rolled a better Durance of Hate by oscillating between difficulty levels. Dreams can come true. Now, this is where shit gets crazier, folks. Alright, he wasn't extra fast. Let's see if I can avoid having this guy follow me. Looks like I didn't trigger him. However, unfortunately, some of the Bloodlords did come along. So it's not a straight-up fight against Mephisto. Hazad is also meeting his unfortunate end off-screen by the look of things. That's Mephisto dead. My goodness, Hazad survived all that action he was undergoing on. There we go. That's a run done.
Good to see.
I only did a few of those, and then whenever I got these matriarchal javelins, I stopped. Yeah. Yeah. It made it more convenient to do Hell Mephisto runs than what the Nightmare Mephisto runs were for. Of course, this does mean that if I wanted to do any more Hell Countess runs, She's in a further location. But that's okay. Also, you can see the runes that I have stacked in here. I haven't found another Mao rune, but I've got 1 through 20. So I have this Venom Ward, it's ethereal. I've got this Furious Mace, +3 to Masteries. Whatever. And Huzzah didn't die. Glorious.
Hello.
So, now that we're 15 minutes into this video, how about we dip our toes in Act 4 a bit? I'll go die. It'll be great. Also, I'm going to take off.
I'll put that to good use.
Let's step on to the outer steps. We're gonna go hunting for Isuel, and then, provided I do kill him, that will be the end of this video. Trying to get back into a whole Diablo 2 swing of things. How to practice. Did not need that antidote potion, but I guess we can keep carrying it. Champion pack of Doom Knights. Or not much of an issue. So, things I'm worried about in this act. Isuel has a shit ton of hit points, but I don't think he'll defeat me. Diablo is a given, with someone I'd be worried about, as well as the Chaos Sanctuary. This is on Hell. The River of Flame can be problematic due to the narrowed amount of, like, wiggle room you have to, like, maneuver around.
Thanks.
I can see that being a problem for us, especially if we run into, like, Hephaestus the Armorer. We could skip him, but I would like to deal with him. We might get something worth our trouble. And while I could run through this faster, I'm being slow and methodical about this as I warm back up into the game. I'm taking my new javelins out for a test drive. As you do. Enjoying these large enemies that absorb my charge bolts. Which makes them die relatively quickly. I've got strong resists. I'm not taking much damage. These guys are slowed down from the Holy Freeze aura. Flawless Skull. Piece of trash. So yeah, just a relaxing stroll through Hell. Nice and peaceful. No uniques, only a champion pack thus far. We killed Mephisto. He's a chump. Not as much of a chump as Tyrael is, but there can only be one. I will foolishly switch to my weaker shield, as you do. Okay. Can't imagine. No, my resists are fairly decent as far as fire is concerned. His odds not having that many problems, I've run out of mana potion. Holy Freeze is putting some good work in. Everyone's alive. For now. Don't do that. Disgusting. Get a better position, and keep trucking along in these outer steps. Not wonderful XP, but I mean, we're getting some. Get away from me, peasant. The power of the Holy Freeze, Aura. Refilling Shrine, you say? We can make use out of that. Yeah, they got him. No lightning immunes in sight. It's such a perfect day. Kinda slow going, but not as slow as Act 3. Here we go. I definitely need to get the Javelin stack repaired. Let's go do that.
Hail to you, champion.
Stop. A piece of junk.
What do you need?
Need mana potions. That'll do. Alright. No stragglers. The Plains of Despair. Star Snarl. Valkyrie gives 0 bucks. Beautiful. We got ourselves a tiara. Nice. Ah, here we go. I was wondering when you bastards would show up. Not too worried about the Doomcasters. They are frail lightning immunes. Sharkskin belt. Show them all the power of the Lightning Fury and Charge Strike. Beautiful. Oh. Gut Eater, who is immune to fire and lightning, and he's got a Holy Freeze on him. He's next to a Spectral Hit, extra strong, lightning enchanted, goodbye Hazard. Well, that sucked. Holy Freeze! Alright, we can run away from these guys. Run away! We can take a different angle. Oh man, I don't remember how many scrolls of Town Portal I have. Let's fix that. Oops. I'm full alpha on Totems Identify, great. Ariel, you chump. Make me do all your damn dirty work for you. We'll avoid those 2 lightning immunes. The Holy Freeze aura with them. We'll watch Hazard die again.
Thanks.
We'll see some amp damage. We'll sob about that, because that sucks. We'll look at our stack of javelins and wonder, what have I become, my sweetest friend? We'll look at the immune to lightning stone skin guy.
What do you need?
Immune to lightning stone skin. Well, I mean, it is hell difficulty. We've had an easier stroll compared to Act 3, but this is still hell difficulty, okay. We're gonna cut through the middle, past the Doomcasters with the Night Aura. We're gonna hear amp damage go off. I'm gonna use the wrong ability. A lot of shit. Alright, all these guys being mighted up is a problem. We can work through this. I don't have to reload the plane to despair, damn it. We can workshop this. We can workshop this. Gonna find a nice place. All our own. We're gonna have our companions run towards us. We're gonna see the amp damage that's on you. That actually feels pretty nice damage. Nice. Yeah, that's not too bad. I mean, it could be better. Obviously. You stay out of this. It could be worse. We'll pull off the jab still, though. I don't want that in my life.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Hail to you, champion.
Hi. I like how conveniently located you guys are in Act 4. Still kind of hemmed in here. That's the bastard with the curse, and he's also got stone skin on him. Really is unfortunate he followed us all the way up here from this hill. Cold enchanted, multiple shots of fire enchanted. Ooh. I don't like that.
Thanks.
We're fine. At least he's not immune to physical. See, everything's fine. Nothing to worry about. He survived all that nonsense, despite being amped. Would still like to get the visual before the end of this video, though. Now I'm looking over at the timer going, Get off this amp damage, though. I don't want to run any further with this on. Using some of the full rejuves. You're completely empty, aren't you? Put that TR in there. Maybe we'll get that imbued. Hi. Fucking rocket ship there. Now there went another 48,000. Aggravating. But we can work through it. I have all this money for a reason, damn it. A reason is apparently to keep reviving him. Thanks to the equipment I have on him, though, his resists are pretty rough for this difficulty. For this act in this difficulty. He needs some help. Will I be getting him that help? Probably not. certainly use it. Run around haphazardly here in search of Ijul, who's somewhere in these damn plains. Stay out of this. If nothing else, I can find the way to the next location. Get him with the jab hands. Valkyrie, he needs your help. Don't be ditching him. Don't make him do all the heavy lifting. Superior partisan, huh? I don't think that's gonna be worth my time. 5 sockets? I've already got something that's 5-socketed though, but I mean... you might be able to make something even better. I'll think about it. No promises. Well, we found him. Ah, he's got a lot of hit points. But that didn't mean anything in the face of our greatness.
He was a fool to have trusted me.
Yeah, he was a fool to have trusted me, too. Hey, give me my skill points.
Thank you, hero, for putting Israel's tortured spirit to rest.
You're welcome. Glad to keep doing your job for you, my dude. My pleasure to help you. Because that's what I'm really here for. To help you.
Hail to you, champion.
You bastard. Alright, folks. Found and dealt with Ijul. Next time, we look for the River of Flame. It's gonna be great. Be lots of...
Good day.
Lots of rivers, lots of flame. What did I use your imbue on? Was it a circlet? Was it gloves? Now, what the hell? Doesn't matter. Give me the money. That's 1/3 of a Hazard.